Okay, so let's talk about budgets. The Dodgers' unlimited budget and the Padres having to cut payroll. I was told that ownership told AJ Preller, your limit is 170. That's all you can pay. We're not going to 200 million. The Padres have 7 guys that are due pay raises. If they kept all 7, their payroll would go from last year's 169 to like 210. They don't want to do that.
No.
Because it's going to put them back into the luxury tax era. So that means he's got to get rid of players. So everything I can gather, Profar's not going to be here. Kim is not going to be here. And Tanner Scott is definitely not going to be here. So that's 3 marquee guys. They still have to make these decisions as to what they're going to do with the dollars they're going to pay Luis Arise, Dylan Cease, Michael King. And then they're going to have to fix the bench because all the bench bunch guys are gone probably for a pay bump. So AJ's got an issue here. Here's the other piece of the story, and it's been very quiet down at Petco Park. New York Post baseball writer John Heyman had just written, AJ Preller has the inside track on Roki Sasaki.
Hey.
He has the inside track because AJ has dealt with Japanese agents forever. When he was in Texas, obviously, since he's come to San Diego. AJ's highly respected because of how he handled and worked with Yu Darvish and the personal problems that Darvish had with his family and letting him leave the team in the heat of the pennant race. And because the past history of Padre players, Japanese players, and the people that AJ has brought into work in the front office who come from the Pacific Rim. So there's a lot of positives in terms of AJ's knowledge of culture, knowledge of those players and how they should be handled, how they adjust to playing here. That's why they think the Padres have the inside track on Sasaki. Now, that being said, the Dodgers have Ohtani, and the Dodgers have Yamamoto, and the Dodgers have the ability from marketing deals in the number 2 market in the country to be able to do a volume of information on behalf of that player. So it looks to me that it's between one of those two, but it was really interesting for the New York Post to say that AJ now has the inside track on Sasaki. As to the Dodgers, yes, they got Snell. The Dodgers met last night with Teoscar Hernandez. Now they're talking about an extension. I was told the Dodgers are willing to go 2 years, maybe $25 million the first year, maybe $30 million the second year with a 3rd-year option. Now, Teo wants 3 years, 90, period, exclamation point. I don't know if the Dodgers want to give him 30 years, 30 million guaranteed for the next 3 seasons, but they just reopened contract talks. They let Hernandez go out and talk to other people. Red Sox, Orioles, both interested, but Teo fell in love with the Dodgers and kind of became a leader. Also, no movement at all on Jack Flaherty and Walker Buehler, and I'm just really surprised that they didn't move on them before they got Snell. But now maybe they've spent their money on Snell. Maybe they take one of the other guys. You know, if I'm the Padres looking for an affordable pitcher and a short-term rental, I wouldn't mind having Buehler for 1 year somewhere in the middle of my rotation.
Yeah.
Or Flaherty. But they haven't moved on either one of those guys. But right now their attention, from what I gather, is on Teoscar Hernandez because they want that power bat in the outfield. And here's the final thing. We've talked extensively about the Dodger checking account and the deferred contract. And a lot of baseball fans are screaming what the Dodgers done is wrong. It's not wrong. The union and the collective bargaining agreement say you can't put deferred money in. You figure out how you're going to pay it. You're going to pay it with interest. You're going to pay it without interest. And how does that involve state income taxes, et cetera? The Dodgers have 7 players under contract, John, with deferred payments. 7. The Dodgers owe $1.6 billion in deferred money that starts in 2028 and goes to 2046. That's amazing.
Easy money for LA Dodgers.
Oh, I know it's easy money, and you're the capitalist, so you don't care. Anyhow, so that's the latest on the Dodgers and the Padres. Your reaction to the New York Post report about AJ and his friendships. Make sense?
It does. You know, what's interesting is the amount of Padre Dodger smack talk in Instagram on the videos that we do with you is unbelievable. And there's a lot of talk on there about Roki Sasaki, and Dodger fans are very confident he's going to go there. But they did raise an interesting theory. is that Sasaki, because he's a Japanese pitcher, wants to be on a 6-man rotation. The Dodgers have enough arms to easily make a 6-man rotation where the Padres maybe not. And they think that might be the inside angle that the Dodgers may get him.
Padres could always find a way to get to a 6-man rotation if that was the deal breaker. I just happen to think that based on AJ's track record of working to get players out of Japan and Korea and Taiwan, and the history of guys he's hired to work in his front office who come from the Pacific Rim, I think there's an intangible there that probably carries a lot of clout.
Didn't AJ learn to speak Japanese when they were trying to recruit Ohtani?
He may know 5 languages.
He's a savant, man.
Yeah, he really is. He's just really different. Yeah. So
was he the assistant GM in Texas when Darvish came to America?
He was one of the reasons. AJ was.
Yeah. See, he's plotting.
Connect the dots.
AJ's got something going. You'd love to see the whiteboard in his office.
Okay, that's where we are. So you're a Padre fan, you're a Dodger fan, you got a window to join us now. Just jump on board. One more time.